Well, one question I think we're all looking at right now with a lot of interest is what's going to happen in Europe with the euro. And will the financial trouble in Greece, will it spread to other countries? Will the European economy start growing again? Because we certainly feel in the United States that if Europe is having a bad time, we're also going to have some trouble. And obviously President Obama is especially concerned because he is up for re-election in November, and the last thing he wants is a bad economy in the United States as he's trying to get re-elected. Well, I think Germany has been rising in importance globally for bad reasons, unfortunately, and that is, I mean to say, this European crisis, where Germany is really the only country that has the ability to take leadership in Europe. Now, Germany can't do it alone. It has to bring partners and other countries along with it. Germany is not going to be the dictator of Europe. But Germany is where everyone in Europe and outside Europe is looking for leadership at this very critical time. I think I don't actually think there's a lot of disagreement in the United States about foreign policy. I mean, there are lots of details, but for example, President Obama has been increasing U.S. troop strength and presence in Asia. I think generally speaking, the Republicans agree with that. I think he's working very hard to try to prevent Iran from getting a nuclear bomb through a combination of sanctions with a lot of help from Germany and also some negotiation where, again, Germany is playing a large role. I think that probably both President Obama and Governor Romney don't want a war with Iran, and they also don't want Iran to get a nuclear weapon. So they're likely not to differ all that much, although there'll be some rhetoric in the campaign. A lot is going to depend on what happens in Congress. Right now, the Republicans have a majority in the House of Representatives, our lower house, and the Democrats have the majority in the Senate. It is not clear what's going to happen. It looks right now as if the Republicans will probably keep the House, though they'll have a reduced majority. They might gain control of the Senate because, for various reasons, there are more Democratic senators running for re-election this year than Republican ones. So if President Obama has a Republican House and a Republican Senate, he will be limited in the laws he can pass on domestic policy at home. Often when that happens, presidents look to foreign affairs because under the U.S. Constitution, the president actually has a lot more ability to act on his own in foreign policy than he does domestically. So we might actually see, just as President Clinton did in his second term, President Obama really might turn to the world stage much more. It might mean trouble. One of the nice things in the American system is if Congress is controlled by the other party, you have somebody you can blame for everything that goes wrong. Oh, there's so many wonderful things I would love to do with you, but those terrible people in Congress won't let me. The curse is if you control both houses of Congress, there's no one to blame but you for what goes wrong. I think if the Republicans control both houses of Congress, President Romney would then have to, there'd be a lot of factional infighting between some of the Tea Party Republicans who have one approach to domestic policy and the more middle-of-the-road Republicans who want a more moderate course. And the president is probably going to favor, I would guess, the more moderate Republicans, and he may have a big fight inside his own party. But that's a lot of speculation.